Hello, everybody. Joe Begadons here, and welcome back for another episode of White's Album Memories Like Falling Snow. Last time we left off, we finished out the Yuki route, which I said my thoughts about that route at the end of the last episode, but if for whatever reason you're just deciding to watch only the Rina route for some reason, I don't know, maybe it's your favorite and you don't care for the rest of it, that's fine. I don't mind. But, you know, just be sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell anyway. Yeah, her route was kind of milquetoast for the majority of it. It had some key scenes, and from my understanding of reading the like little preliminary information in the walkthrough, it's saying essentially that her big scenes mainly overlap with most of the other routes, so that's why it recommends doing her first, because otherwise there would be literally fucking nothing until the last, like, 90% of the game, probably. Which would feel fairly underwhelming. And I totally understand why they recommend it to be that way. But anyway, all the other routes seem to be far more interesting just from a conceptualization point, considering the ramifications of, you know, romancing other girls while the main character canonically has a girlfriend that's kind of like works too much to be around. And, you know, there's actually some meat to pick off that bone, unlike the last route, which is just kind of nothing but bone. Like an already gnawed on bone, too. You know, it wasn't even fresh. But, yeah. Sorry I didn't record yesterday. Get this up. I don't know what it was. I think I had like a fever or something yesterday. Like as soon as I got home from work, I just like crashed right into bed. Like after eating dinner, it was like 7 o'clock. I'm going to fucking bed. And then I did. And then proceeded to sleep absolutely horribly throughout the night. It was one of those nights where it feels like it was, you would, I'm yawning, okay, my gosh. Mixed up, where it felt like you were sleeping forever, but then you'd wake up and it'd be like 40 minutes had went by. So it got to the point where sleeping was like mentally exhausting instead of refreshing. And it wasn't very restful sleep either. And then today I had to go work outside in the pouring rain. Pretty chilly today for mid-May. So now I'm all hot and probably, you know, rekindling whatever fever I was nursing due to being, you know, just out in the cold rain for fucking 10 hours today. Ridiculous. And I'm gonna do it again tomorrow because I think it's also supposed to rain tomorrow. Weather app, will you be so kind as to tell me if that is true or not? No, it just says cloudy. But it's gonna be humid as fuck tomorrow. That's not gonna be fun. So as soon as this episode is done, I'm going straight to fucking bed. As soon as it's like, you know, processed and uploaded, that is. Coffee. Oh, that's another reason why I feel so shitty today. I haven't had any coffee. I had to survive on one cigarette. I don't even smoke cigarettes. Like, it was just that bad of a day. Where one of the buds I was working with outside, we got to a stopping point, like, for lunch, and he's like, I'm gonna go smoke. I'm like, God, can I fucking have one too, please? I don't even know what it was. I think it was like a fucking American Spirit, Native Spirit, whatever that brand is. It's fine. I prefer, you know, kind of more, well, I smoke a pipe when I do smoke, which even then isn't that often. Like, in a month, I maybe smoke 5 times. It's usually, like, Fridays after work, you know, chatting with dudes in the parking lot before going home, that kind of thing, but desperate times call for desperate measures after all. Anyway, let's hop on in and start, you know, cheating on a girlfriend. And hopefully nothing bad happens from that. That's a lie. Terrible things are gonna happen. Who the fuck are you? Hello? Who's that? What? Huh? Secret heroine unlocked? Now I'm just confused. I didn't even know that character existed. Anyway, we'll just pretend that you're not there and go talk to Rina at Echoes instead. We're gonna go Echoes today. Head over to the cafe. Man, I can't speak. Welcome. Oh. Forgive me for being so yawny. Oh, Rina, make yourself at home. It's always nice when she drops in. Why not chat for a bit before she goes? Literature, that we talked about books last time, yeah? By the way, how are your studies going, Rina? Do you have time to attend classes? Yuki's missing half of her classes due to her current workload. If she gets any busier, she'll have to end up temporarily dropping out. It probably said to temporarily drop out, but, you know, my brain just auto-completed it. I'm curious how Rina handles it, considering she's far busier than Yuki. Yeah. She once again delivers a curt response. Do you mean you're taking a leave of absence? That's fine. All my classes are online anyway. Ooh, speaking of that, I have a class that starts today. I should probably go look at my syllabus. That's fine. You're not in school at all. Can't believe she basically just dropped out of the education system. Really? I guess this is the late 90s where everyone, you're just expected to go to college. Not only is this a horrible example for Yuki, but I feel kind of bad for her. Why? Oh yeah? That white-haired, still single 28-year-old. Ugh. Look, man. I'm not 28 yet. But it's real close. Like, on the calendar close. Well, that's a surprise. And don't make me feel fucking bad compared to Eiji, because at least he has his degree done. And I'm almost only, you know, close to an associate's. I am, like, halfway done my bachelor's, but, you know, that's still, like, at least a year and a half, 2 years of classes I have to take, which, at least I'll be done before I'm 30. Ugh. Just the word 30 leaving my mouth is, like, terrible. Well, I'm not really sure the situation is a matter of fairness. Oh, that's definitely one way of growing up. I can get, like, you know, if you're already kind of a successful artist, that it might honestly be easier for you to just drop out of school and, you know, it just essentially get the equivalent of a, oh god, what is it even in the US? A GED? You know, your general education degree or whatever. For all intents and purposes, it's the exact same fucking thing as a high school diploma. In fact, I would probably hold a GED in higher praise than most high schools. Oh, she's truly amazing. Although I never would have imagined Eiji was that pushy of a guy. I guess so. That awkward smile on her face almost makes her look like a prisoner of sorts. Everyone's a prisoner to their own circumstances, bud. Hey, guess what? We're going back to Echoes. Sorry, Mana. Fuck off. Still don't know who you are. Yeah, Echoes. Welcome. Oh, Rina, make yourself at home. It's always nice when she drops in. I want to chat for a bit before she goes. Same little text blurb every single time. Was it entertainment? Entertainment, yeah. Yeah. Hey, so how's Yuki doing? Like, how's she doing from the perspective of someone who's more experienced? How's work going? She laughs in amusement. Well, you do have a couple years on her, like, in the industry, so... Oh, yeah? Nope. She doesn't talk about her work life at all. Probably out of some misguided concern. Whenever I get excessively worried about her well-being, I end up asking the other people in her life, like now. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, I worry about her a lot. I found myself blurting out how I really feel. It's by talking to someone who is, by any measure, her superior. That's not really how the industry, like, works, but sure. Oh, you think so? Am I being sweet or overprotective? Pains me to see her working herself half to death. I'm sure that's not true. It really bothers me when she says stuff like that. This must be how Misaki feels when I tease her. What do you mean? Yep, can't do that if you're already a famous idol. It's not that wonderful. Once again, I feel exceedingly embarrassed. I guess so. Rina's optimistic, at least. Alright, now we just stay at home for a couple days. Back to the old grinds. Get comfortable, bud. We're probably going to be doing this a lot. Hopefully not as much as last time, because I feel like there were a lot more Rina events on the map in general than by a wide margin than there were Yuki, just from the cursory glances I would take at the locations during the day. Oh, this one's already been read. Hold on, what is the text skip button? Oh, that's auto. Oh, quick skipping. There we go. Option. Whatever that was, don't matter. Oh, we've already read that one too. There we go. Just scenes of going out in a boot. Oh, there she is. Oh, I didn't even realize I could switch around with the bumpers, even though it says so right down there. TV station. Nice outfit. I'm working as an AD today. I head over to the TV station. Too many T's. Alliteration, my old enemy. I'm helping out with Rina's stage performance today. Recording in progress. Now, it's pretty late, but the recording for the day is finally done. All that's left to do is clean up and go home. Just a little bit longer. The usual greeting at the station is good morning, regardless of the time. I turn to see who called my name so cheerfully and elegantly and find Rina smiling at me. Oh, Rina. I drop the bundle of cables I've been collecting and let go and get to my feet. Is this really okay? Should an idol of Rina's status really be talking with a nobody like me so casually?
お疲れ様。本当に勤労青年なのね、トウヤ君って。
Yep, hero of the proletariat. I was about to say he's gonna get like a hero of the Soviet Union medal or something, but by the time this game starts, I'm pretty sure they're already, in the ground. No, not really. I'm just here part-time. Nowhere near as amazing as you are, Rina. I found myself laughing awkwardly thanks to how embarrassed I am. Yet, her smile only grows brighter and brighter.
私の仕事って言ったって結局はここの人たちみんなに支えられている
Yeah, she doesn't know how to fucking run AV equipment.
トウヤ君たちに私だけが立派だなんて
Team
言えない
effort.
わよ
She's somehow even humbler than I could have ever imagined her to be.
それにそうやって地道にコツコツとやっている人って
Well,
私好きだな
I don't know how reliable he is. He has the constitution of wet cardboard. Just then, someone calls Rina's name. It's that sickly-looking, suit-wearing guy who's apparently her manager.
ごめんなさい私もう行かなくちゃこれから
Who doesn't even get a
もう一つだけお
CG
仕
or
事があ
voice
るの
lines, or character sprite. I hope he doesn't get a CG.
また今度ゆっくりとお話ししましょうね
Keep gross old men off my
頑
screen.
張って
She gives me a quick wave before rushing off towards her manager. Being an idol is rough. Not just for Yuki, but Rina too. I just watched like Perfect Blue or something and then forcibly pull Yuki out of this industry because you're like, this is fucked. Today, we're fucking not doing anything. Unless, why won't it let me skip? Odd. I guess it's because it was just that little text blurb. I can't skip those. Even though it's technically already read content. I kind of want to take it easy. Stay home. Today, TV station. Oh, guess we're being forced to be introduced to you. Okay. Hello. Hello, mysterious woman we've never met before. Working as an AD, head over to the TV station. I'm helping out with production for a talk show today. There's a lot more staff than usual, probably because it's a live broadcast. But, almost like magic, as soon as the cameras start rolling, there never seem to be enough of us. There's still some time before the rehearsal. Even so, the air in the studio already feels tense. Probably because live TV doesn't let you do retakes. Gotta try to get myself focused here too. Yeah, don't just wander onto set. Not to suggest that I usually slack off, of course. Let's see. I should probably check to see what celebrities are appearing tonight. That's a bunch of our usual regulars. As for special guests... Wait, Rick Benson? The movie director? Oh, right. He has a new movie coming out soon. He's probably here to promote it. I wish I could go see with Yuki, but I doubt that's gonna happen with everything going on right now. Eh? Eiji's on the list too. I doubt it's just someone with the same name. Considering his name is connected to the upcoming film, maybe he helped with the sound production? He's still a fairly big name in the industry, despite my only impression of him being as a man who constantly gets hounded by his sister. Still, I feel like it's been a while since Eiji was on TV by himself. He was in a band before, but now most of his work is related to his sister, Rina. Honestly, I've only ever seen him on music channels. What's up, dweeb? Good morning. Making a solo guest appearance today, huh? I guess we... chat with him? It doesn't say, and I don't think it really matters, but, we'll humor him. He seems somewhat out of place. Doesn't strike me as the type of guy who'd be at home on a talk show. As an AD, it's part of my job to make the celebrity guests feel comfortable, right? So it's not like I'm slacking, per se. You don't often make guest appearances on this kind of talk show, huh?
おいおい、現場のスタッフがこういう番組ってさ
Stutter. That's not what I meant. I just thought you weren't a huge fan of talk shows.
嫌ってはいないよ。リナやユキはそういう売り出し方をしたくなかっただけ。
Yeah.
俺自身も。
Kind of stealing some of the limelight.
これって嫌ってることになるのか。
That explained why he seems on edge. What made you decide to do it?
今日はやけに根掘り葉掘り聞くな。
Look, man, we're just trying to get the insider perspective on the industry. He chuckles somewhat sarcastically. Should I not be bothering the celebrity guest, even though it's my job? Sorry, I was just curious.
いや、構わないよ。別に隠すようなことでもないし、ちょうど暇してたのもあるし、まあ、単純な話さ。俺も映画に曲を提供してるんだ。
Alright, that makes sense. I had a feeling. Isn't that kind of a big deal? The film is set for worldwide release, meaning everyone all over the planet will hear his music. It's hard for me to imagine something of that magnitude.
そう言われると、普段の俺がすごくないように聞こえるけど。
That's not what I meant. He laughs, seemingly amused.
君は本当に反応が素直だな。曲を提供してると言っても、ほんの2、3曲だから。
Alright,
監督とはまだ駆け出しの頃からの知り合いでね。
kind of like
今でも
as
仕事のやりとり
a
が
guest
その程度だけど。
composer. I was about to say director, but I'm like, nope, that's not it. I was like, he directs the music, and I'm like, that has a specific word. That sounds nice, actually. I wish I had a friend I could work with who inspired me like that.
とんでもない。あいつはいつもいつもや
Damn, I guess fuck Akira whenever you're on shift together, huh?
なんてお構いなしでね。今回もあんまりしつこいから仕方なく受けたようなものだ。
Yeah, what are friends for? Oh, yeah?
こういうのはガリア人特有の傲慢さとで
Ugh, he's French. I'm not sure what that is.
番宣には引っ張り出されるし、観光に付き合えなんて言ってくるし、挙句に日本のガールズが喜ぶプレゼントを教えろとか、もう呆れるよ。
It's rare to see him so fired up about anything. I guess there are people in the world who are even more powerful than AG.
喋りすぎたな。もうじき本人もここに来るってのに、とりあえず椅子を頼めるかな、AD 君。
Sure. Coming right up. The two of them seem to have an inseparable bond, or better or worse. Be discreet and quick during the taping. And above all, be patient. Oh, Age is on stage. He really is pretty mean when it comes to Benson. Meanwhile, Benson laughs wholeheartedly at any insult flung his way. Do film directors need this kind of animosity in their lives to stay hyped up or something? Seems a little too touchy-feely with the female staff, even going so far as to casually wrap his arm around one of their waists. Seems especially interested in the younger idol sitting next to him. He's got his arm around her shoulder. I can tell she's struggling. Being an idol must be rough, considering you have to be all smiles no matter what. Speaking of which, the director himself is well known in the tabloids as a serial monogamist. What? It just strikes me as your typical sleazeball. Like some type of lewd, drunken Santa Claus. I'm not sure what the appeal is. Maybe it's the money? Just thinking about it grosses me out. Whoops! Isn't the time to start daydreaming. Back to work. Misogynist? Is that what it was? No, it definitely says monogamist. That, from my understanding, that word just means like you have like one partner. Google, save me here. Make sure I'm spelling that right. Uh, yeah, serial monogamy. What the fuck is that? Serial monogamists are always in a relationship. Being single can be uncomfortable for them, and they may be hesitant to discuss their exes. Okay, so he's the kind of guy that, seems to hop from one girl to the other. Never really seen it in that context before, but we learn something new every day now, don't we, people? Did I read this? I'll read it again. Whew, that about wraps it up. The taping for the show was a success, and all that's left is to finish stripping the set. Once I finish putting the last of the equipment away, I just have to clean up the studio. Let's get this over with so I can go home. As soon as I step into the hallway, a severely out-of-breath man runs past me. Wait, wasn't that Eiji? Oh, looks like you noticed me. I was coming back. Hey there. Great work earlier.
ああ、そうだな。まったくお疲れ様だ。
If it's your company, don't you decide your own pay? Did something happen? Eiji's current state of exasperation isn't doing him any favors.
ところでせ
Exhaustion?
ここらで女の子を見かけなかったか。
That's exhaustion?
やけに
Might have said
強そう
exhaustion.
な顔つきの。いや、今の話。
Exhaustion, yeah. Huh? The girl? An attitude. I glance up and down the hall, but there's nothing. Or rather, you know what you're asking for, right? We're in a TV station. There are girls everywhere.
そうだな。俺もどうかしてる。確かこんな形の顔で。
I don't know. Gonna need a little more than hand gestures here.
女の子といってもアイドルなんだな。
Still not helpful. Maybe it's because the live broadcast having just ended, but the hallway is full of women coming and going, decked out in all manner of outfits.
ああ、まったくだ。すまん。無理なことを聞いてるな、俺は。
Maybe a name? What do you call this mystery girl?
何って何が
What's her name? Does she have one? A stage name, even?
ああ、名前ね。確か。
I know it can be rough because you're the director and you can probably just call everyone Hey You. And they're fine with that because, you signed their paycheck, but he's not saying anything. What? Can he not even remember the name of the girl he's looking for?
まあなんだ。似たようなのばかりだからな、人間の名前は。
Yep. I've never had that problem. I do. I talk about it all the time. That I can't remember people's names. I've worked with people for fucking years. Like, not in my direct vicinity, but they're kind of like, they'd be like someone who works in the office, next to yours, in the department next door. But you're on shift with each other for multiple years. You talk with each other. Sometimes you have lunch with each other. Can't remember their name. I know their face. I know what they do. I know their general, disposition and interests. Can't remember the fucking name.
年のせいじゃないぞ。
You're the only one saying that.
何せ、最初から覚えてなかったんだから。
Was their name like fucking Sato? To be fair, it's pretty on brand for him to actively block out anything he's not interested in. Or would that be too easy to remember? Still, there's no way he's gonna find his specific idol in a TV station riddled with celebrities without a name.
手間を取らせて悪かった。もう少し探してみるよ。
With that, he hurries off. Wonder what happened. He's not the type he'd usually go chasing down idols. Well, tell me, is he actually chasing her down? Like, in an old-fashioned creepy way? Huffing and puffing with bloodshot eyes through the hallways? Him seeming so frazzled possibly means that director friend of his is behind this somehow. At any rate, I can't help him without key information, namely her name. Well, to be fair, I don't know much about idols to begin with, so there's a high chance even a name wouldn't be of much help. There's nothing else I can do here. Guess I should get going. Hang on. I wonder if the girl Eiji's looking for was the one, was one of the other guests on today's show. Her name should be included on the guest list. It should still be around here somewhere. Ah, crap. I'm in the middle of cleaning up over there. I gotta hurry. Huh? She have toast in her mouth for some reason? Ah, sorry. I immediately run into someone. Rather, I feel like I was bowled over. I feel the cold floor against my back. I was so hard that I was thrown to the ground. Huh? That's not all. I feel something soft on top of me. It's a girl. She's sitting on top of me, straddling me like I'm a horse. Please give me a carrot. Hello. This isn't the time for a casual greeting. But she doesn't respond. She's staring at me, her eyes wide in shock. I wonder if the force of our collision knocked her unconscious. She's like, it made her brain dead on the spot. I really need her to get off me. Wait, what? Oh, there's no mistake about it. Tears are overflowing from her big eyes and falling on my face. Sorry, are you hurt? She finally seems to have come to. Oh, that's a relief. Well, if you're not hurt, then maybe... before I know what's going on. Yeah. She frantically rubs at my face like she's trying to ease any trace of her tears. That hurts like a lot. You say you got like dust or an eyelash in your eye or something, you know, in the collision. Hold on. She immediately stops flailing around. She timidly glances around behind her. Once she's made sure no one's around, she quickly jumps to her feet. She races off down the... she's back. And she's staring at me intently. Do you need something? Is it like a cool rock? Huh? What do you... Hey, you can't just manhandle... Ow, stop it! It doesn't bend like that! She's gone for real this time. What a whirlwind of a woman. Based on how fast she took off, I think it's safe to assume she's fine. Wait, I feel like I've seen her before. Wasn't she on the show I just helped out with? Right. That poor idol Benson was all over during the taping. She must have another job to get to. Speaking of which, what did she do to my hand? She shoved something onto my finger. A ring? I think it's silver. There's no way it's real platinum, right? Why'd she give this to me? A plain ring on one's finger is usually a wedding band. Nah, that's not possible. We just met, so I don't think we're headed for a honeymoon anytime soon. So then, what's going on? Huh? Something hard pressing into the palm of my hand.
青年、今こっちに女の子が来なかったか？
Yeah, I guess we're engaged now. Hey, AG. Still haven't found her?
ああ、そうだよな。
Oh, that was more like a hey, AG, instead of like a
ア
hey.
イドルの子なんだが。
That's what you told me.
そうだ、そうだった。最近はやたらと数が多いから、あれはなんとかならないものかな。
Yeah,
それとも
becoming a bit of an issue.
必要がないとか。
Market saturation's bound to come tumbling down any day now. Is there anything that makes her stand out? Like a distinctive characteristic?
そうか、見た目か。
Her tits were pretty big. So, did you come up with anything?
歌はそんなに上手くなかったよな。
That's not distinct enough. There's something seriously wrong with this man.
そうそう。髪を後ろで結んでた。
In what style? Oh, she does, huh? That really doesn't narrow it down by much. Actually, hang on. Like, tied up. Does he mean in a ponytail? I think I just saw her.
知ってるのか。
I don't know if it's the same girl you're looking for, but she left me this ring.
それは
And now there's something hard and heavy inside. And there was something hard and heavy inside it. Let's give this ring a twist. Ugh. Oh, what the heck? It's a diamond? Huh? A diamond? What? I thought... It's huge! And it's in a prong setting, no less.
ああ、押し付けられちゃったか。
No, I didn't swipe this from her. She appeared out of nowhere and that... Huh? What do you mean she stuck me with the goods?
慌てなくていい。だいたい事情は分かったから。
What, that Benson dude give it to her and then she's like, I don't want this. Better than getting it thrown in the trash then. Huh? He knows her? Wait, don't tell me. Right! The girl who gave me this. She has to be the one you're looking for. She came through here a moment ago, ran into me, and then left me with this. I'm not doing a very good job at explaining. But Eiichi's incredibly calm, despite everything.
分かってる。来たみたいだな。
Why are you looking for her? He chuckles awkwardly in response. A girl on the run, with Eiji in pursuit, and a diamond engagement ring. There's only one story that makes sense. Don't tell me you proposed to her with this ring, Eiji. Unlikely if he can not remember her name or really what she looks like.
いい線いってるけど、俺は当事者じゃないよ。
Yeah. I'm not sure how he can claim that given the facts. How did he know about this ring to begin with if he wasn't the one who gave it to her?
そう疑うなよ。俺は渡すのを頼まれただけなんだから。
What's that supposed to mean?
おいおい、俺にだって頼まれたら断れない相手くらいいるさ。
That's not what I meant. He strikes me as someone who doesn't do anything unrelated to music. The only reason he was on the talk show today was to promote a film he was involved with. Who in the world would rope Eiji, of all people, to act as a messenger to this random girl?
それじゃあそろそろ行くよ。付き合わせて悪かったな。
No, that's not... Wait, what am I supposed to do with this? The diamond ring's still on my finger.
なあ、いいからいいから。
Cool. Pawn shop, here we come. Don't give me that. This kind of expensive ring is more trouble than it's worth.
まあ確かに安くはないな。それだとまず悪くない車くらいはするか。
Pretty easy cover story, you know, if you go to sell it. Just be like, yeah, grandma died. This was in her will. To me. I don't want it. Instead, give it to a nice girl or something. A car? Hey, come on.
ダイヤは大きさが倍になると値段は倍の倍になるから、まあそんなものだ。
That's exactly why I can't keep this.
そうだな。バイトの指にそんなのがあったら怪しまれるだけだ。早くしまうといい。
Oh, right. No, that's not what I meant.
君は本当に反応が素直だな。
Should have sounded more exasperated there. I can never tell when he's actually joking. Then here.
ああ、渡しといてくれよ。
What? You want me to?
頼むよ、AD 君。まだ鳥が残ってるから。
I may have clocked out a while ago, but I have a hard time saying no to people. Fucking pushover. But I don't even know who this is
向
from.
こうは知ってるよ。
Yes, but I don't. Look, I'm not involved, and I don't want to be.
それじゃあ頼んだぜ。
Hey, wait! He's gone. Doesn't even look back at me as he flippantly waves me off. Ugh, what a freaking jerk. Now I suddenly have this mess to deal with. Supposed to give a ring to a girl? I've never done that. Not even to Yuki. Especially not one with a diamond this pricey. I forgot to ask him what her name is. On my way back, I stop at the bookstore at the station. It's my attempt to search for a clue as to who I bumped into earlier at the station. The magazine I'm looking for is naturally in the most conspicuous part of the store. I quickly find her in a group photo, looking basically the same as my vague memory of her. The Sakurako Club. The name rings a bell. One of the biggest idol groups in Japan, owned by a major production company. Even someone like me, who doesn't care about the industry at all, can recall some of their song lyrics. Though their singing leaves much to be desired. Honestly, their popularity is based less on their performance and more upon their fresh-faced appearance. At least, that's the widely accepted public perception. They exist in direct contrast to someone like Rina, an idol with actual talent. That being said, I hear their roster of members is continuously changing. Oh, they're one of those groups. And the girl I ran into at the TV station seems to be the leader of the group. I pick up the magazine with her photos. Ugh, expensive. It's 3 times what I expected. I'm not sure I want to splurge that much just to find out her name. I end up taking another magazine from a different shelf to the front instead. She's standing in the middle of a group of 7 girls on the cover, almost seeming to stare down the viewer. It's truly a unique expression, considering the other members all share the same affable smiles. Oh, right. Looks like her name is Sayoko Kisaragi? Kisaragi. Sayoko? Sayoko. Sayoko. Sayoko? Sayoko. Sayoko. No, I keep saying ya. Sayo. Sayoko. I gotta keep the syllable in the back of my mouth, like I'm trying to fucking have a ping pong ball that I'm hiding. Sayoko. Kisaragi. Well, thanks for the ring, bitch. Tuning session with Mana. We're not going to that. We are going to the TV station. I think. Yeah. Yeah. Working as the AD. Huh? That looks like Rina's here. Rina?
どうやくん
In a swanky dress. Hello.
おはようどうかした
I guess we're talking about literature? Despite being busy with classes, I started tutoring on the side.
それもアルバイトなの
Yeah. She seems surprised.
どうやくんってすごいのね喫茶店とテレビ局とそれに
The grind never stops. Except when there's a gap in the days when there's heroin events and it just stay at home for 3 weeks straight. I guess. It's not that amazing, though. Especially considering I only tutor Mono once a week, and I've skipped most of our sessions. Besides, I'm not working all these jobs because I want to. I need money to support myself. How expensive can your apartment be? But I guess you're also paying for tuition. But even then, it's like, come on, man, get a student loan. Deal with that shit later. Can't believe I'm discussing my domestic lifestyle with the one and only Rino Gata.
本当に熱心に生活しているのねどうやくんって
I guess? That seems pretty average to me.
かもしれないけれど私って
Oh, right. She doesn't have to work multiple jobs in order to maintain a sustainable living situation like I do. We really do come from completely different worlds.
私ってこれしかなかったから
Huh?
としたら別のいろんな世界だってあったのかななんて結局今のお仕事しかできないしやめられないんだけれどね。
I get it. I never really thought of it like that before. This girl was born into a world that most of us can only dream about existing in, yet she spends her time wondering what a normal life is like. One kind of like mine. A student, a gopher guy at the station, a waiter at a cafe, and a tutor.
ごめんなさい、ちょっと電話しなきゃいけないところがあるの。それじゃまた今度ね。
Oh, sure. The path laid out before her might be big and beautiful, but it's also the only option she has. I mean, the only option that's readily available. She could always just quit. But no, that'd be a hard thing to do. Where should we go today? Echoes, if she's there, and she is. Working at Echoes. Welcome.
おはよ
Oh, Rina, make yourself at home. Always nice when she drops in. I want to chat for a bit before she goes. So do you, like, have hobbies, or... You're always so put together and dolled
う。
up.
そうありがとう。
Is fashion something you're into?
そうね。自分ではそんなつもりはないし、おしゃれするのに時間をかけているつもり
Just
はない
comes
ん
with
だ
the
けど。
territory?
でも結構うるさい方みたい。
Yeah.
兄さんにはよくうるさがられているわよ。
You mean Eiji? Siblings are siblings, no matter how famous.
お仕事の方でも割と口出ししたりしちゃう方だから、デザイナーさんたちにも結構うるさがられていそう。怖いわね。
Wow, spoken like a true professional.
でも本当、最近のデザイナーさんたちってかなりセンスいい人が多いし、そういう人たちとお仕事する時もあるから。
Sounds like it. It would be odd not to put effort into your appearance when you're when you are attractive yourself and surround yourself with equally attractive people.
個人的なおしゃれもたまにはしてみたいけれどね。
Huh? It's different from how you usually dress?
普段着よ。
I see. She's on an entirely different level from most people. You got that fucking rich bitch money. You can get the good clothes instead of just going to Walmart and getting the $11 Hawaiian shirts. That's like the majority of my summer wardrobe right there. Where are we? Echoes again. If she's there, but she's not. So we're just staying at home. Looks like that's what we're going to be doing for a couple days. Until the 19th? Yeah, until the 19th. Yeah, it looks like the past couple days' events, according to the guide, can shuffle around depending on who you've talked to when. Yeah, now it's trying to get us to talk to Sayoko, but that's not something we're gonna do. Sorry, game. Maybe another time. Oh, if the magazines are telling the truth, then Rina's birthday should be this week. Give her that ring you found. Really? Was it the 19th? Downtown. Yeah, there we go. Since I remembered, I should probably go on a shopping expedition today. Now then, I'm glad I went out, but what am I going to get for her? This isn't a gift for just anyone, after all. We're talking about the Rina Ogata. I'm sure she gets lots of nice things from her fans, so I'm kind of stumped. Wish I could give her something as beautiful as she is, but I'm not that rich. Spent all day looking for the perfect gift. I end up buying her a music box. Yeah, it's a rather large clockwork musical mechanism. I feel like a somewhat muted champagne gold will match her aesthetic pretty well. Part of me is worried, and nothing about this gift screams that it came from me. But I want to give her something for her birthday. So, with that in mind, this will do just fine. Can't help but feel a little egotistical, but I also want to make sure she at least gets something. All that's left is to give it to her next week. Bit of a weird thing to do, but sure, bud. Yeah, you've talked to this girl like a couple times, but you know, I can see it's like, oh, she's my girlfriend's friend and coworker. You know, I feel like I gotta give her something. TV station. Yeah, yep. Go to your side hustles. Huh? Looks like Rina's here.
おはよう。
So about those hobbies. Do you have a favorite sport, Rina? I don't do it consciously, but I do have a tendency to be into whatever everyone else likes. I'm talking with the Rina Ogata, though. And I'm curious what kind of stuff she's into.
好きなの？見て。それとも自分でやって。
Either or.
そうね。なんて考えること
I guessed that line. I knew it.
ね。
Suddenly, a voice from somewhere behind us calls out Rina's name. Oh, it's her manager from the other day.
はい、今行くわ。
Well, she probably can't play any sports, you know, can't risk getting banged up and then, you know, not being able to dance on stage or something.
これだから。
And she's probably too busy to be watching
私行くわ
TV.
ね。
Oh, sure. Rina hurries over to the opposite side of the room, quickly vanishing from view. Well, it makes sense. I get the feeling she doesn't have the free time to watch sports, let alone play them. Makes me feel kind of sad for her. Sorry for her. But sad, you know, also applicable. Emphasis, syllables. Right ones, right place. Echoes. Welcome. Yep, it's Rina. Say your same little line. So let's talk about work on your time off. Have you ever thought about trying your hand in music composition, Rina?
私が作曲？
She seems weirdly surprised by my question. You've written song lyrics before, right? Composition seems like the next logical step.
私じゃとても無理って分かってるからやろうと思わないわ。
Why's that?
兄さんがいるから。
She's talking about Eiji, who is both a music producer and composer.
あんな曲を作るセンス、私にはないわ。
Really?
身内褒めはかっこ悪いけど、兄さんの才能は本物だと思う。
I don't know enough to judge whether her compositional skills are lacking or not. But Eiji must be amazing if one of the top idols in the industry discusses his abilities with that much respect and admiration.
本当、叶わないわね。
She murmurs to herself in resignation. Her face and profile seems more kind than frustrated, maybe almost even proud. I guess that's proof of how much Eiji means to her.
ミュージシャンとして尊敬するってことはさておき。
She suddenly leans forward, quickly closing the gap between us and locking eyes with me.
普段があんな感じなのを何とかしてほしいって思ってるのは私だけかしら。
Oh yeah, he's scum.
どうやくんもそう思わない？
Fucking piece of shit. Well, yeah, I guess. Despite my discomfort from the sudden proximity of our bodies, I understand what she's trying to say. Don't be weird about it, bud. To the station! Yep, head on over. Today I'm helping with taping a talk show. Once we wrap up, I head to the vending machines. I'll take a quick break before heading home. That's when I notice Rina standing there, a coffee cup in one hand.
あら、どうやくん、今日もここでお仕事していたのね。全然気づかなかった。
Oh, that means he was doing a good job then. Not distracting the talent. Yep. I've basically been walking back and forth between the recording room and the studio all day.
お疲れ様。相変わらず真面目なのね、トウヤくんって。
Oh yeah, taking and paid serious. Then she takes a coin from her pocket and slides it into the vending machine.
トウヤくん、ホットコーヒーでいい？
What, like in the San Andreas sense? Like, I don't know, we really should. Here in the hallway? Alright. Huh? For me?
お砂糖とミルクは？
Oh, no need for that. It's okay. I hurriedly tried to turn down her offer. She's like, oh, you'd like a black.
へえ、ノアール。ブラックで飲むんだ。
Is it?
かっこいい。
I drink my coffee black, and I just do that because I'm too lazy to buy milk and sugar. That's not what I meant. I wanted to turn on the coffee, not the sugar and milk. But Rina's already pushing the buttons on the vending machine. Chunk. Hear the sound of a paper cup dropping out, followed by the sweet scent of brewed coffee. It would be the bitter scent because it doesn't have sugar, but sure. Thanks, I appreciate it. But are you sure you should be offering guys coffee?
いいから。私からのご褒美と思っておとなしく受け取りなさい。
I know she's joking around, but a coffee from Rina really is quite the reward. Be licking the side of the cup after you hand it to me. She suddenly glances down at her wristwatch.
ちょっとだけお話ししてもいい？
Sure. Well, she's supposed to be pretty busy.
よかった。座って。
She gestures towards a nearby sofa, and I sit down. Are you done with work for today? I ask, somewhat concerned.
ええ、今日はもうおしまい。あとはお家に帰るだけよ。
Nice job. Must be rough to be this busy every day.
あら、心配してくれるの？それとも社交辞令？
Can't have you collapsing on set. She asked me teasingly, studying my face. No, I didn't mean it like that. I was being serious. I laugh awkwardly, unsure how to continue. She chuckles, watching me closely before suddenly averting her gaze.
優しいのね。
She murmurs quietly.
ユキが選んだのもなんとなくわかるわね。
She says so quietly that I almost can't hear her. Unsure how to react, I follow the direction of her gaze, only to find that she's looking at nothing in particular. Suddenly, she looks back at me.
それとも誰にでもこんな風に優しいの？
It seems like he's that nice to everyone, which is kind of the issue. If you have a girlfriend, there's nothing wrong with being friendly to other girls, but you gotta know where to draw the line, and, you know, unfortunately, he's real bad at this. Despite her teasing tone, the expression on her face is oddly benevolent. Me? Nice?
そう。
Suddenly, the flat mechanical sound of her watch alarm begins going off.
もう行かないと。ごめんなさい。本当のこと言うと、いろいろ聞いてもらいたい話とかあったの。
She's got my echoes or something.
また今度でいいわ。
They're all the time.
今度はこんなのじゃなくて、もっとちゃんとしたレストランでね。
Like
美味
echoes.
しくないもの、
The-
このコーヒー。
The cafe I work at across the street, they know I work at. Laughing, she squeezes her empty coffee cup lightly, though she ends up crushing it completely. It's a somewhat intimidating gesture.
ちゃんとした美味しい水出しコーヒー。ごちそうさせてくれるわよね。そうだ、電話番号とか聞いてもいい？
Huh? You're just asking for my number? Of course. But why do you want it?
ちょっと二人で話したいことがあって。もし嫌だったらそれでもいいけれど。
I definitely don't feel that way.
ありがとう。
Feeling half thrilled and half compelled after watching her crush that cup, I give her my address and number. She murmurs in approval as she studies my address.
じゃあ今度電話
Like
するかも
like
しれ
your
ないから
email address or
だって
like
ね
your home address? Because I get just giving her your home phone number, but like where you live? Sure.
本当なら私の方からも教えたいんだけれど、いろいろとややこしくなる時があるから。
Yeah, we're, you know, a little conspicuous out here. I certainly know how that goes.
ほら、 特に私のうちって兄さんが結構うるさいから。
Kind of funny to think of Eiji, a young musical genius, being nothing more than an annoying big brother to his younger sister.
何笑っているの？
Oh, nothing. She looks at me puzzled.
じゃあまた今度ね。
With a quick wave, she hurries down the dimly lit hallway. Whoops. I forgot to ask her what she wanted to talk to me about. I guess it's something she can't talk about here? She can talk to me all she wants, but I should probably try not to get too overly friendly with her. Try not to overthink it. I head home. Yeah, maybe keep your girlfriend in the loop about this. Like, hey, I was talking with Rina, and she asked for my number, and I gave it to her because I'm like, you're my girlfriend's friend and coworker, so I don't see anything wrong with that, but, you know. Yuki should probably hear it from you instead of, you know, possibly Rina or maybe Eiji. You know, it just, even if it doesn't change the circumstances, well, the situation, the circumstances in which that information is presented matters greatly. What is it, the 23rd? It just says event. I guess it's a stay home and we'll get a phone call event. Ring, ring, ring. Someone's calling. Hello, Fuji speaking.
夜分遅くに申し訳ございません。藤井東也様のお宅でございますか？
It's a girl. That's correct. This is Toya speaking.
私、森川さんの友人の尾形と申します。
Okay. She sounds fairly polite, and yet her voice doesn't sound like someone I know. I sometimes get calls like this from people claiming to be friends of Yuki's. And based on her introduction, I'm assuming she's attempting to pry for information of sorts. Sometimes I get calls from folks who actually knew her in high school, but most of the time it's just a bunch of creepers. Quite a lot of silent callers, though sometimes they erupt into unintelligible babbling. It's hard for me to get what's going through their minds, and I can't cut them off or shout at them because they freak me out. I hope that's not what I'm dealing with tonight.
藤井東也さんです。
Yes? That's what I said. Jeez.
私ですけれど。
Yeah. Oh,
尾形。
Ogata. You know, whoever this Ogata person is, they've got some balls while also being surprisingly polite. Wait a minute. Did she say Ogata? Like the idol? Rina? Is that you?
そう。
Her answer is short and curt. She sounds a little annoyed, though it might be my imagination. Oh, sorry. I didn't recognize your voice.
そんなに私の声ってわかりづらい？
I mean, I figured it out, but you definitely speak a little more calmly over the phone. I mean, we are on the phone. It's a pretty horrible excuse. Also, to be fair, I'm not used to having Rina Ogata call me at home.
森川由紀からはあるのに？
That's different.
電話番号を教えたんだったら連絡が来るものと思った方がいいわよ。少なくとも私の場合は。
Good point. Behind Rina's laughter, I can hear some kind of commotion and people talking. Do you have company?
え？あ、お家からじゃないの。
は？
仕事場なの、まだ。今日は帰れそうもないみたいだけれど。ちょっと時間が空いたから、東也くんに電話してみようって思った。
Just looking to kill time? I see. That explains why she didn't come right out with her first name. It was as if we were close. That would have sparked instant drama if anyone heard.
それで、前に言ってた話なんだけれど。
は？
ちゃんと覚えている？
Yeah.
今度、お茶をご馳走するって。
She pushes me questioningly, though her tone is hushed, probably due to the sensitive topic at hand. I feel like we're having some clandestine conversation. Sure. I didn't realize you were being serious.
本気にしていなかったの？
I don't know, just the pleasantries people say but don't really mean. It's like, yeah, we'll definitely have to be sure to do that sometime. And then you never talk to that person ever again. You never see them ever again. I'm not sure what to say. But to be honest, it's because that sort of invitation doesn't usually materialize.
私、あさってに出かけようかと思っているんだけれど、一緒にどう？
What?
何？その小動物みたいな怯えは。
I'm not scared in the slightest. I mean, this isn't a trap, right?
騙し？
You know, like on the prank shows. The famous idol invites the part-time AD out for coffee, and then when he shows up, someone jumps out and says, "What a schmuck!" Oh, maybe I was right after all.
古臭いのね。東也くんって何年生まれ？
We're the same age.
そんなの今時ないわよ。だいたいあったとしても、私はそんなのに出ません。
You're too nice. Her voice gradually grows louder and more high-pitched as she talks, and then, as if suddenly noticing, she quietly brings it down several notches.
もう変な被害妄想入れないで。第一、東也くん誘うんだったら、ユキにやらせる。
Yeah, you know, it's more, believable that way. Easier to trick you. Probably not a good idea. Her acting needs work. She's no triple threat, huh? No, that's neither here nor there. So, you're being serious?
何度も言わせないで。それとも、私のテレカ使い切るまで聞き続ける？
No! I blurt out seriously.
じゃあ、どうする？一緒に行ってくれる？
What should I say? Of course! We plan on cheating with a girlfriend anyway, so... Of course I'll go.
本当？よかった。
Did I say with? I meant on. If I said with, that's not what I meant. Her voice perks up, making it instantly recognizable. But are you sure? You really want me to join you?
また。わかった。正直に言うわ。ちょっと、東也くんに聞いてほしい話があるの。ここではちょっと言えないけれど。
Okay. Come to think of it, I remember her mentioning something similar the other day. Something she's worried about, maybe? That's fine. Though I'm not sure how much help I'll be.
情けないことを言わないで、男の子。
Damn, hitting him with the full fucking otakonoko. Ugh, knock it off with the boy stuff.
大丈夫かどうかわからないけれど、とりあえずあさって駅前で待っているわね。時間は？
Okay, got it. And then she hangs up. Hope she's not coming to me with a personal problem or anything. I really doubt I'll be able to help someone like Rina Ogata of all people. I show up and she's like, "So, I got this rash." Hopefully it's something nice and easy. Actually, hang on a sec. Maybe Yuki talked me up at some point, making me out to be this incredibly reliable guy. I really hope not. I only end up being disappointed by the truth, and I'll never be able to show my face in public again. Well, whatever. For now, it's time for bed. Now then, we should, do nothing, I guess. Oh, Microsoft security, I don't care about my Windows Defender summary. Fuck off. Guess we're just staying at home. Get an event in the afternoon or something. Nope. I'm gonna meet up with Rina today. It seems like a dream, but it is in fact really happening. Alright, time to go. The station is packed full of people. Not like it bothers me that much. But I wonder if it's really a good idea to plan to meet up in a place like this. Rina will be instantly surrounded if anyone spots her. I'm thinking that when suddenly...
東也くん、
Yes? Someone calls my name. Rina?
ここ、ここ。
I scan the crowd for her familiar face as I hear her call out to me. I can't find her no matter where I look.
ここだってば。
Left or right? Maybe she's across the street? I'm just about to cross the road. when I almost run right into an idling taxi. Oh, sorry.
何謝っているの？早くこっちに来てよ。
Huh? I look up, only to see the guy in the passenger seat of the taxi gesturing desperately for me to get inside.
早く乗って。
Rina? At any rate, I hop inside the taxi.
びっくりした？
Very. We're at the cafe with the delicious coffee Rina mentioned the other day. It's a low-lit, spacious restaurant with a relaxed atmosphere. The space is designed to make it impossible to know what time it is except by glancing out the windows near the back. And sitting across from me on the other side of the table is none other than Rino Gata herself. She's dressed fairly inconspicuously. When the guy in the taxi took off his cap and oddly shaped glasses, I recognized it was Rina in disguise.
まさか東也くん、私がそのままで来るなんて思った？
Yeah? I blushed bright red. I guess she witnessed my embarrassing struggle to find her in the crowd. Well, Yuki doesn't go through all that trouble, so I assumed...
そうよね。あの子、人混みの中でも全然バレないのよね。
She's pretty, but she is kind of plain looking. Because she looks more ordinary?
そうでもないわよ。美人よ、彼女。
Yeah? She's not complimenting me, and yet I still find myself blushing in response.
だけど不思議と
You can accept compliments on your girlfriend's behalf, that's allowed.
等身大っていうのかしら。
She is pretty down to earth.
デビューしたての頃なんて私服でよく AD と間違われたもの。
Right, I heard about that.
私にお弁当を配りに来た時にはどうしようかと思っちゃった。
And you could just went along with it too? I can't believe how oblivious the girl is sometimes.
自分でも気づきなさいっていうか、まだ自分がアイドルだって自覚が足りないみたいなのよね。
Yeah, she's just helping out, you know? Doing a favor for her fellow idol or whatever by bringing her meal. English is hard. I don't like it when there's two words back to back and it's two words back to back. It's the same word and it's technically correct English. It's like saying dan. Yeah, that certainly makes sense. Not that I'm doing any better with it than she is. Though it's nice to hear that Rina is thinking about all this. She's looking out for Yuki and setting a good example.
で、私すごく先輩風吹かせているみたいね。ごめんなさい。ついお仕事のお話ししちゃうの。
It happens to everyone.
癖になっちゃっているのよね。
I don't mind. I can tell how passionate you are about it.
ありがとう。でもいいわよ。気を使ってくれなくたって。
Really, I don't mind. Seeing her sitting there in plain clothes makes her look far more ordinary than I was expecting. Still, you blend in so well dressed like that. I almost couldn't believe my eyes.
そう？
She chuckles a bit awkwardly. Did I say the wrong thing?
私、周りの人が言う普通ってまだちょっとわからなくて。
Yeah?
よく兄さんに普通が一番だなぁなんて聞こえよがしに言われるけれど、私、兄さんみたいにはどうしてもなれないから。
Oh, even that coat you had on that you're like, oh yeah, this is my experimental, normal dress is like so kind of pops a little. But well, to be fair, his version of normal is incredibly unique. The way you are right now seems pretty normal to me. I mostly know your TV persona, so you come off as pretty in a way more ordinary. So you come off as pretty in a way more ordinary way, or the more I talk, the more embarrassed I get. It's different compared to how I feel with Yuki, but also slightly similar at the same time.
じゃあ、お世辞として受け取っておくわね。
Just say it has something to do with like stage makeup versus regular makeup. I'm not trying to suck up to you or anything. I really didn't mean it as a compliment. I drink my coffee, trying to hide how flustered I am. Coffee at Echoes is pretty delicious, but the flavor here is dark, deep, and very elegant. Seeing my face, she giggles in a perfectly charming way that feels as if it were designed to go with the
それ
coffee.
でお話だけれど、
Huh? I answer in confusion, not sure whether I should be focusing on the coffee or Rina herself. But it reminds me why I'm here in the first place. Why am I acting like we're on some kind of date?
兄さんのことなんだけど。
Your brother? You mean Eiji? She blushes slightly and immediately hangs her head before nodding slightly. Oh no. That's a bad sign. So the Rinogata probably stems from the Eiji Ogata, her equally famous producer. What exactly can I do in this situation? I've never been the Toya Fuji in my entire life, and I doubt I ever will be. I feel bad, but I'm not sure if this is a problem I'm equipped to deal with, Rina. Sorry, but just as I'm about to interrupt,
私だけを見てお話ししてね。
she whispers urgently. Huh? Okay. I nod, having no idea what's going on.
今、東也くんの後ろの方にユキがいるの。
What? I hurriedly turn to look back.
後ろを見ないで。
Oh, right. I refocused my gaze on Rina, but yeah, it's too late. I already saw everything.
見ちゃった。
Yeah. I saw the guy who's sitting across from her on the other side of the table. It was, of all people, Eiji.
そういうことなのよ。
The expression on her face is unreadable. What do you mean by that? He's trying to put the moves on your girlfriend. I hesitantly ask for clarification, hastily. Why is that strange? He's Yuki's producer, just like he is yours. The two of them going out together seems like something that would happen often. Even I can hear how flustered I am, that I'm desperately trying to come up with an excuse. I'm sure it's work-related, right?
わざわざユキを引っ張り出して。他の子にはしないわよ。
So maybe he just had something top secret to discuss with her. Here, in public?
ブリーフィングルームくらい。
いや
うちのプロダクションにだってあるわ。第一。どうしてそんな重要なミーティングをここで？
Walls have ears in this kind of place. I find myself at a loss for words.
ごめんなさい。別に東也くんにこんな風に言うつもりじゃ。ただこの間家で兄さんがユキに連絡していたから。格好悪いけれど、私それを隠れてずっと聞いていて。
Eiji called her?
ええ。
That fucking hussy. She once again looks down at the table.
ただ今日ここにって話だけでどういう用事かはわからなかったから。
But you wanted to tell me. She nods. I'm sure you're reading too much into this. I mean, you'd probably take an important member of your crew out for coffee once in a while, even if it's not directly work-related, right? This time, it just so happened to be Yuki. But it could have easily been any other girl. I mean, consider the fact that we know that he literally doesn't fucking remember other girls' names or what they look like. And that's all well and good. But do I actually believe that myself?
兄さん、ユキには音楽の話をするの。
Huh? Does he usually do that?
しないのよ普通は。
Yeah?
ええ、そう。
Okay, it's his passion, you know, really opening up himself to her.
多分一人で。
And that's weird.
私だけには話をしてくれたの。音楽に関する考えは誰にも理解されなくたっていいって。だから誰ともそんな話しないって。
A proudly independent genius.
それがね、兄さん、最近時々ユキとも音楽の話しているの。
Yeah?
私だけにしかしなかったのに。
She laughs, though there's a sadness to it.
いいのよ。兄さんが誰にどんな話をしても私の知った限りじゃないから。
Rina? I get the feeling she's sharing this same vague anxiety I'm feeling over Yuki, but about her own brother. I don't understand it myself, but I guess siblings share that kind of bond? No. There's a chance I'm making a big deal out of nothing.
だけどユキはダメよ。ユキだけはダメなの。
I look at her quizzically.
まず第一に、
Yeah.
もう恋人がいるから。
A lover, I mean, I wouldn't say we're that formal. I find myself getting embarrassed for real.
ユキそっくり。お似合いかな。
Two peas in a pod. You know, she could really knock it off with the teasing. Still, a part of me knows she's being
それ
serious.
に私、ユキとはフェアなスタンスで戦いたいの。アドバンテージもハンディも何もない状態で。
I see a fierce light shining in her eyes.
いつまでも友達でいられるわけじゃないから。
Just duke it out on stage.
戦わなきゃならない時が絶対に来るから。
It's like a WWE ladder match, but instead of like, I don't know,
責任になる。
the custody of someone's kid up in the briefcase, it's like the contract with a new production company. Well, I suppose it wouldn't be a new company, it'd be with a well-established one, but you know, a new contract with a well-established production company.
そしてどっちかが勝ってどっちかが負けなきゃいけないから。
Enemies. Not rivals anymore, but enemies. No longer fighting alongside each other, but one against the other. That's right. Reality is cruel, where nothing matters other than results. And it's even harsher when it comes down to the divide between winners and losers.
別にそういう場面になって兄さんがユキに味方しちゃうのが嫌って意味じゃないの。兄さんそれはしない人だから。
Yeah, it's not normal. Now she just sounds like a normal sister.
ただほらどちらかが勝ってどちらかが負けた時マスコミって結構騒ぐでしょ。尾形英二がどちらかに特に力を注いでいたっていう。
Playing favorites? Is there some scandalous, you know, hidden relationship going on in the background here?
あれをやられちゃうと
And then they dig, and it doesn't even matter if it's true or not. It just gets pushed. Yeah, I think I understand what you're trying to say. Not actually sure how serious she is, but I get the general gist of it. I want to say gist of it, but that's not what it said. Can't just make up things. We don't need detailed commentary breaking down the two main combatants in this fight.
妹なんて周りで言うほど大事になんてされないわよ。結局一人でやらなきゃいけないの。
Oh, just kind of sees you as like a business asset? Yeah. Yuki's gonna have to be prepared to deal with that fiery passion Rina's built up this entire time.
ごめんなさい。こんな話はしないって言
Yeah,
って
let's
いた
enjoy
の。
this nice coffee.
本当富士の職業病かしら。
And she laughs, as if trying to mask her embarrassment. I find myself chuckling alongside her.
東也くんってなんかいいわよね。
What do you mean?
だってほら普通の人って男の人も女の人もだけれどこういうのって結構引いちゃうでしょ。
What, just causing bi panic in people, or you mean just, you know, general magnetism?
真剣になんて絶対に聞いてくれないもの。
I never thought of it that way. Because of the sharp divide between the two social strata, it's all too easy for the nobodies to make the somebodies feel like they truly exist in a different world. That's aside from the fact that Rina Ogata is still a stranger to them, famous or otherwise. But in my case, maybe because I have Yuki in my life?
多分そうね。
She answers almost shyly.
どうしていつも。
She looks like she wants to say something, but in the end, she doesn't continue her thought. When we get up to leave, I notice Eiji and Yuki are no longer there. Part of me begins wondering where they went. But in the end, I trust Yuki, in the same way Rina trusts her brother. As we go to settle up, we're informed that the bill for our table has already been paid. That sounds like the guy sitting at the table in the back paid us on his way out. In other words, Eiji took care of it.
あの男気づいてたの。
It didn't help that, you know, fucking dude bro here spun around. It's like, huh? And just fucking looked right at him. That guy? What a weird way to refer to your brother. That being said, of course Eiji would have noticed us, considering he would have been looking at us while walking to their table. Now I hope he doesn't mention it the next time I see him. I wonder if Yuki saw us too.
もう
Nah, she's the oblivious type. Sure. With that, Rina, who's back to her boy persona, drags me out of the restaurant. Did she call you boy? No? Okay. I don't know what that means.
今日は無理に付き合わせちゃってごめんなさい。
She goes out of her way to escort me back to my place via taxi, and even gets out of the car without her disguise. Hey, you didn't make me do anything.
結局今日はしてやられちゃったわね。
It doesn't help that you were out of disguise. You were very conspicuous. Yeah. It was kind of a weird way to view the relationship with your own brother.
もうこんな風に引っ張り回したりしないから安心して。
That doesn't bother me. I wouldn't mind hanging out again. I say, trying to sound suave. Don't sound suave to other ladies when you have a girlfriend. Be like, you know, maybe next time me and Yuki and you can go out somewhere, the three of us. Though it ends up coming out incredibly forced and the very opposite of cool.
私
Corny.
結構わがままだって分かったでしょ。それでも
I don't think you're that bad. I chuckle.
東也くんって本当にいいわよね。
Maybe.
そうよ。言われない？
Not often. Though to be fair, Yuki says it a lot.
私はそう思うけれど。じゃあまた機会があったらね。まだ兄さんも心配だし。
Yeah, it might be a little awkward the next time you see him.
でもその話は今度ね。
Now he has ammo over you. With that, she puts her hat back on and gets inside the taxi. I watch as the taxi drives off into the bright lights of the cityscape at night. It essentially feels like I witnessed the prelude to a no-holds-barred fight between siblings, but with the energy of a spy film. Oh, there's never a dull moment with those two. But Yuki, I trust her. Can't bring myself to doubt her, not even a little bit. But can she trust you? Dun dun dun! But with that, turn of events, ladies and gentlemen, that is where we are going to end it here for today, with Rina's birthday as our good little cliffhanger plot hook for next time. Once again, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell so you goes on next time for the next episode of White Album, Memories Like Falling Snow, which hopefully comes out at a reasonable time and dates next time instead of, you know, a day late at night when no one wants to see it, when they're just trying to go to bed. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell so YouTube thinks I have good viewer, retention. Okay, bye everyone. I'm going to sleep. Mwah.